I guess I should put that as a source too. What would that be? Not a chat box. Text, add source. Well, I mean, do I really need it up there? It would be nice. Add source. Text. Add source. Add new source instead. List of accents. Add source. Bum. And then text, and then what are we doing? Add source, add new source. List of impressions. Add source. And then I gotta go here, and I'm gonna highlight all these, all 42 of them. And then I'm gonna go to here. Bam. Done. Wow, that's a lot. So yeah, I don't know if I can really have it for the because it's a lot. I don't think I can fit it all. I mean, I could, but still, it's a lot to put right there. Even that, you know, that's taking up half the screen. But I gotta go to properties, and then I'll go to the Patrick Warburton one. Oh god. Oh god. So yeah, this is what I was in reference to. If I could just you know, just keep Patrick Warburton on there, that'd be great. Really cutting down on the amount of yeah, should probably do the same for Dr. Girlfriend, because it's a lot of space. Guess I could just put I.E. smoking woman. There we go. So, done. I'll just slide that over. Right out there. Cool. And then it's just a matter of knowing where to put that. Right. It's a lot. Anyway, guess I should start reading something, you know. Reading, I don't know, something. Didn't even have anything prepared. Screen capture. And then I'll go ahead and put me in there too. Why not? Where is it? Video capture, at source. There it is. Bada bing. So, we got Kermit the Frog, we got the accents, we got me. That would be ideal. Because I'm running out of space here. But I'll find something. Just something on the news. What am I gonna talk about? You know? Just read something. But, you know, what's the fun in that? So, guess we're gonna try to find something to read about. What do I want to learn about today? What's something that's been bothering me? Something, I don't know. Multi-stream. Well, if I'm on here, it doesn't really matter. So, and then it shows up on YouTube. Cool. I want to learn about, man, putting a lot of pressure on myself, you know? Just reading something. Just scrolling through social media. Just finding something. In terms of taking, because I got the wheel. I can put the wheel on there. Wheel of Voices. And then hide on hide. There it is. There's the wheel. That's perfect. And then that should actually no, I'm gonna put the wheel no, it has to be up here. And then I can go, I don't need to be huge. I'll go right here. Because I'm pretty sure that's, we'll go to, it was the text, right? Is it just gonna be black every time? Results color, there it is. Results color white. Done. Okay, and then if I spin the wheel, money, money, money. Let's see, what do we got? What's gonna win? We got Elmer Fudd. So I guess what I'm gonna try to do now is we're gonna try to find something to read on the internet. And I have high hopes for myself because, you know, it's the internet. I wonder if I could start a timer too. General sources, collab cam, display capture, browser source, instant replay, window capture, emote wall game widget, chat highlights, poll, media share, maybe media share, I'm not really sure. And then we got, let's think about this one. What's there to think about? I wanted to spin the wheel again. But then, general widgets. Oh, that wheel is huge. Elmer Fudd, Looney Tunes. Okay. Weeding something. Now that's what I should do.
you have a wave like this and you're playing against a hook town, you should always look to trade, because like what
Stream manager. Okay, so you can actually see something. That's not bad. We'll do funny voices for money. See description. Man, I should really have edited that. Edits. English scary zombie newbie streamer. Hope to grow my channel. Beef names through the amateur streamer. Music on the stream. Impressions. Accents. I didn't even know accent swapper was a thing. That might be worth looking into. One new follower from the last stream. Alright. Audio output capture. Output. Okay, so that's like system sounds and stuff. So I have an idea. I'll spin the wheel. Okay, yeah, just my headphones aren't on. Duh. What's next on the list here? Ron Swanson. This one might prove to be a little difficult, but I do think it is within my capabilities, especially if you practice. Practice makes perfect. I don't have the mustache for it, but I appreciate the follow. Baby 1W Sweet. I really need some bourbon, or something of that nature. But let's spin the wheel again, and see what kind of voice we can get. So British, just pretty simple, you know. Not that complicated. I suppose I could even like get the different flags and put them in the background there. But look at that, you know, one more follow. I suppose I could get that. Where is it? Not view account. Let's see here. I remember it being somewhere. Spin wheel, emote wall. And there's no reason not to have the chat box either. Put it right there. And then chat box. Put that right there. Rightio then. I'm just now realising you can only see like, you can't even see them all. Like, look at that. It's such a big list. I'd have to shrink it down like this. It's ridiculous. I don't even know if people could see that. But I'll go right there. It's as big as it can be. Until I make the list smaller, which I suppose I could do. I can make like 2 things of 20. I'll actually see if I can do that right now. I'll go to source properties. Then I'll go to... I might just have to make them separate then. Just take the first, I don't know, 20 or so. Or 21, rather. No, it would have to be 22. From 22 to 42 would be 20. I think so. I'll just get rid of that right there. And then done. I really should just trim that down though, because it's taking up precious space. Precious space that I could be using to fit it all in there. Dr. Girlfriend, Victor Brothers, right there. And then I can rename that, can't I? List of impressions 1. Done. And then we'll add another source here. We'll go to text, we'll go to add source, then we'll go to list of impressions 1, add source. which we're going to rename this to list of impressions 2. Going to go to source properties, and then we're going to delete all of this and replace it with the other bit of voices here. So like Captain Jack Sparrow, that might be kind of a given, you know. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm better off keeping them separate, if I should put them side by side like this. Because who doesn't know who Jack Sparrow is? But then it's only shortening it to Jason Funderburker, and that's not very helpful. So I can scoot this one over, put this one right. No, those are the same one. Good golly, Miss Molly. I'll just remove this one. And then add the source. Text block. And if that's going to be the second one, I might as well just add a new source instead. List of impressions 1. Add source. I actually have to go to my file here. Go to documents. Then we're going to go to accents impressions. Then we're going to go to, I can't even copy, wait, can I copy and paste? I still can. This first 21, I remember. Because it starts with Bill Clinton. Paste. Backspace. Done. Righto then. I'll put the wheel over there. I feel like Kermit the Frog because I was fucking a pig. See, that won't even all fit in there. Oh, that's right, I have to trim that down to... just to give respect to the man, to the voice actor. You know who it is. But I suppose it doesn't make much sense. Done. Ooh, Control Z. Why don't we spin the wheel again? It's getting a little stale. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Miss Piggy. This one might prove a little difficult, but it's all in the realm of practice. Knowing how to project your voice. Would that fit? No, it won't. But I can make it smaller and slide it over. Will you do it for me? Will you do it for me? I don't even know the lyrics. I just found it entertaining. And I can probably get rid of that. Maybe I should be listening to it more. There. And then I can make that an acronym. Over the garden wall. OTGW. GW. Done. There you go. Yeah, it's all coming together. And then where's the chat box? There it is. Good God. Okay, I'll put myself right here. chat box right here. And then I can use some work. My cord's stuck. Okay, it's Discord. We're gonna spin it again. We got Randy Newman. Randy Newman has joined the call. I don't know if it would be copyright claimed or not, but we're gonna find out together. You got a friend in me. Copyright. The copyright for You Got a Friend in Me is held by Walt Disney Company. So no, I'm not gonna play it on stream. Do 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 do. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from your nice warm bed, you just remember what your old pal said. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Some other folks might be a little bit smarter than I am, big and stronger too. But baby, none of them will ever love you the way I do. 'Cause me and you, boy, and as the years go by, our friendship will never die. You're gonna see it's our destiny. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. I don't know if that's too small or not, but that's Randy Newman. Gonna pick an apple. Lady, pick an apple. There's a lot more space over here though. I like the layout we got though. We figured it out. We're gonna spin the wheel again. Alright. Okay, so this is when it's gonna get a little, inconvenient, I suppose, because it's mostly just quotations that I can do for Bruce, but it's not impossible for me to go ahead and try something different. But I don't know. All right, there we go. Apparently there's no one in the Twitch chat, so, and we got another follow, and that was from Twitch, so hooray. Although I suppose I could put my goals down there. Put my goals down there so people know what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I suppose I slide that over, and then I can get my sources, and then we're just gonna go ahead and take our little subscription goal. No, we're going for followers. That's what we're going for. So follower goal, if I can find it. Chat highlight, credits, subscription goal. Although I suppose that is the same thing, isn't it? Tip goal, bit goal, subscription goal, follower goal. Here we go. Just go ahead and put that right there. So 13 on Twitch. That's the goal. Or 20. 20 is the goal. But, if we get what we can get, I'll take it. So 10 days to go. Exciting stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel one more time. I could do this for another half hour, I reckon. Before I gotta go get some pizza. Oh boy, it's been a while since I've had to do this one. It's all his inspiration from a character I had in high school for a musical called
Once Upon a Mattress is what it was called. It's like Princess and the Pea. And no one can tell me it's wrong, because it's my own impression. So it really should be a character, not an impression. Cardamon the Great, I believe is what he was called. It's a long, long way to Ba Sing Se. Excuse me. I'll spin it again. Emperor Palpatine. There we go. I only wish I could put some kind of a timer on the screen. Maybe like, I could just Google it if I'm being completely honest. I could say how to use a timer in Streamlabs. Let the typing flow within your fingers. Go to the CloudBot tab and make sure CloudBot is enabled. Add a text source in the countdown to specific time settings menu. Enter the time you want your timer to run. I suppose it's more of a stopwatch, though. Add a stopwatch in Streamlabs. Add a countdown timer. So I've been Googling and trying to find what I call a stopwatch program for slobs. I'm looking for a program that starts at 0. I hit start and it counts upward in time until I hit stop. You can look into Live Split. This one looked interesting. A widget timer. Countdown timer. Stopwatch. Speed run timer. Download Live Split. So it is an outside software that you have to use. Interesting. Then it's window capture. And then it's a specific window that you have to capture. Interesting. That would be an interesting way to do these. How long could I do Palpatine before I had to switch it over? That type of thing. But I know there's browser sources. Media files. Close. Yeah, I can't think of anything. But there's no reason I could just take a timer and put it on the screen myself. Or look into that software. That might be interesting. Because who's to say I couldn't try doing speedruns one day? And this is the perfect opportunity to set it up. Live Split. The Legend of Zelda. Development build, not that one. We'll just go ahead and install. I'll just go ahead and spin the wheel again. Because why not? I'm not doing Randy Newman again. I did it once. A pumpish British windbag. Now that is a bit better. I'll say. I will say that because I do believe that there is more to work with there. You know, there's more pontification you can do. Really make use of the lips and the cheeks and jowl muscles without moving my headphones around too much. But we all know the stereotype: a man with a cigar, puffing, sipping brandy at a bonfire. But if it is inside, it's just a fireplace. So, but my goal is to get to at least 5 minutes. But we'll spin the wheel again. So the mixed Russian is not it is I have to find it, you know. There is light Russian, there is heavy Russian, and there is like a conglomeration. There it is. You have to find it. It is out there. You just have to reach out and grab it, you know. But I say it's mixed Russian because it is a mix of the light and the heavy. It is its own little thing. I have inspiration for it. But spin that wheel again. Oh my, see that's the thing. I appreciate doing different voices. Might even make a tier list of all the different voices I like to do. Oh my. It may depend on other compressed files in the folder. I'll go back to setting up the software. Live Split. That is what it was called. But it wasn't that. It was how to add a speed run timer. If you've never done a speed run on stream before, now's the time to start. Speed runs are a great way to take a normal everyday stream and make it exciting. Viewers love watching speed runs as the stakes are high. If you want to get more playtime out of one of your favorite games, or simply show off your skills, a speed run is the perfect way for you to do that. Naturally, you'll want a timer to display on screen and keep track of your progress for your viewers. Today, we'll show you how to add a speedrun timer to your streams with Live Split. Live Split is one of the most frequently used timers for streamers, as it's easily customizable and totally free. It's very easy to get started with Live Split. First, we'll outline the steps, and then we'll go over everything in detail. I wonder how people make tier lists. There are multiple ways to make a tier list. I suppose it's just a template. And then you just drag and drop the pictures over. That doesn't sound too complicated. But I'll keep this up for now. But that is interesting to know that I could excuse me, that I could just do that if I wanted to. But it is a goated impression, I must say. I am a big fan of George Takei. I appreciate the man and the voice. Is George Takei even still alive? I don't know. Oh yes, he is. He's 87 years old. His birthday is April 20th, 1937. And he has been in many things. He was on Star Trek. He played Hikaru Sulu, helmsman of the USS Enterprise. I love how someone googled, is George Takei fluent in Japanese? Although you can't assume anything, because he was born in Los Angeles, California. See, I just made an assumption. But according to his IMDb, He was born Hosato Takei in Los Angeles, California. His mother was born in Sacramento to Japanese parents, and his father was born in Japan. Following the attack on Pearl Harbor, he and his family were relocated from Los Angeles to the Row-Ware Relocation Center in Arkansas. Later, they were moved to a camp at the Tule Lake in Northern California. His first-hand knowledge of the unjust internment of 120,000 Japanese Americans in World War II poignantly chronicled in his autobiography, created a lifelong interest in politics in community affairs. There's a lot to know about George Takei. But we'll move on to the next voice. I do like this one, though.
Oh, man. This is a workout. This is a vocal workout, you know? Oh, yeah, German. So, I like to think that accents are not as difficult to do. But that is not entirely true, because you have to stay in focus the whole time. You cannot stray too far from what you are trying to accomplish, because you do not want to stray into areas that are into French or Italian territory, because that is, you don't want to go into those territories as a German. I'm just saying, as European nations, they are very easy to, you know, ebb and flow, that you want to be careful you're not crossing over. But I'm not here to get into the political mandates of the time, yeah? I will spin the wheel. About 21 more minutes on this stream. Oh. This might sound controversial, but I do not believe that anything... Well, there are some things that sound inherently bad, that is true. But I do not think that just by me talking like this that I am doing anything to offend anybody. Because it is not what you do, or it is not how you say something, it is what you say. That is what I am a firm believer of. Because I can be racist if in a white voice, you know. I can spout hatred from that part of my soul if I wanted to. But I would rather make people laugh. I'd rather make people feel entertained. I'd rather make people feel like they are welcome. You know, and that is the whole point of what I'm doing here. I want people to come onto this stream and understand that this is a place to be welcomed. This is not a place to ridicule. This is not a place to make fun of other people. That is not my intent. And I think that intention is a big part of communication. Because if I intend something, it does not matter what my intention is. If you do not interpret my intention fairly, if you think I'm lying to you, you're not going to believe my intent. You think I'm being dishonest. But I am not trying to deceive anyone. I'm merely trying to say, it is the content of your character. That is it, you know. Because it's what you say. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next one.
So Kermit the Frog, not an insanely difficult one to do. Probably one of my favorite impressions. Very important to understand the difference between an impression and an impersonation. Because I was misled up until recently. I thought that by saying impressions, I was saying it wrong. That it was supposed to be impersonations, but that's not true. When you are doing an impersonation, you're trying to be the character, you know? If I was impersonating Kermit the Frog, I would have to be green, and someone would have to shove their hand up my ass. I gotta write that down. That's a good bit. So like accents and impression bits. That's one. German. Don't sound too French, Italian. Don't want to venture into, if I could spell that, territory. And then Kermit on the difference between impersonation and impression. And on the secret of comedy. Well, when you're an aspiring impressionist anyway, I like to think that that's the secret. So, impersonation and impression and the secret of comedy. I'm changing my I'm spinning the wheel. It's hurting my voice. Strain, the strain it puts on my voice, but Jamaican, okay, this is another example, there are so many people who, if they don't understand the culture, they are talking out of their ass, and that is not my intention, My whole point is I want to broaden my horizon, I don't want to just say the word bombaclat and not really understand the meaning behind the word, so if I can get people from around the world to tell me, this is what a man should say, But learn the intonation. That is an important factor. But my motivation for this one is on the cruise ship there. I was on the, it was either Royal Caribbean or it was Carnival. I cannot remember. But there was this man on the cruise, and he was a black man. And he was wearing these tight white shorts, He was dressed in all white, obviously. I don't know if he was the captain or first mate or something, but he was talking very much like this. We went down to Freeport and Nassau, and I should have went around, talked to local, learn the lay of the land in terms of how to talk there, but because anybody can sound impressive on their own, but if you don't know what to say, then you're talking out your bum. Out the bum. Alright, what's next here? On the wheel we got Captain Jack Sparrow. And Captain Jack Sparrow is a lot more about the mannerisms than anything. It's not necessarily about the voice in particular, but it's got a lot more. It has to do with the hands. Alright. I'll tell you what, dang on Boomhauer, man. See, it might just be like thing where you go ahead and just improvise, not necessarily try and find, dang on something to read from. Just giving him dang on improvisation. But it really does test your ability to go, like, down here, about make this movie here. I'll go ahead and go about a quarter cup blueberry, frozen fruit, strawberry. Then go ahead and put some apple juice in there, and then I put some Greek yogurt, vanilla flavored Greek yogurt in there. And that's that. Because I can make more of a bit out of some of these, Ron Swanson, Parks and Rec. I already did Ron Swanson. That's what got me to follow. I'm pretty sure it was that one, but, There's no wrong way to consume alcohol. Really, really does need to emphasize the importance of using your diaphragm when trying to give these impressions. And what's next? George Takei again. Gotta have something besides George Takei and Ron Swanson. Like, we're just getting repeats now, Okay, St. Cloud. Yes. If you're not familiar with the cartoon Venture Brothers, it's not going to be that entertaining, I suppose. But I'm gonna go ahead and open my source properties here. The results color is fine.
I just wish that it was a little bit different, but I don't want to mess with the wheel too much. And I could make it spin faster if I wanted to. We'll try that. Thank God. I thought I just messed it all up. That would have been bad. That happened before. When I went ahead and spun it. Or I didn't even get the chance to spin it. I couldn't figure that out. Spins a little faster now. I like the sound of that. We already did Elmer Fudd, I'm pretty sure, so we'll spin it again. Oh yeah, Minnesota. So like the color scheme here, I should probably try to do some explaining here. So like every single one of these, they also have text in there, but that text is really small because there's so many, as you can imagine. 42 plus 17, you do the math there. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and do it for you. 17 plus 42. We got 59 different voices on her, so that's 59 colors. But I try to find something that matches up with, the thing there. Like Minnesota, I tried to make that one like an icy blue kind of color, because, I thought to myself, what's Minnesota? It's cold. Like some of these, I try to go by the flag too, but like a white girl, that one's white, because that one, kind of obvious. Now we got Ned from South Park. I don't really know how long I can do this voice if I'm being completely honest. It's impressive, sure, but I'm still not sure if it's good for the long haul or not. I only have 10 minutes before I have to go anyway. But there it is. See, it's not trying to be insensitive. There's so many insensitive things I could say about how I don't have a voice anymore. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to improvise, come up with material that doesn't offend any group in particular. That's my end goal. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We'll find out. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's next. So, funny story about this one. I didn't even know who this character was, I was just going around the house one day. I used to live with my aunt and my mom in the same domicile, and that's interesting in and of itself, let me tell you. But, I was just talking like this. I can't even remember the context and what I was saying, but my Aunt Jan said, that sounds an awful lot like Bullwinkle, and I said, who? I never even heard of him before. And I don't even really try to think about it too much, just remember to lisp and stuff. But the more you listen to a character, like, I've really devoted myself to listening to it. But there's no reason not to. And not Bullshit Bullwinkle with the hell nah to the nah nah nah. But this will be interesting. I think I've heard this like once before.
This is bigger than anything we faced with.
I mean, that's an advertisement for Moana. The second one, I saw the first one, I don't know. I could watch it, but
Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat! See? Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Wrong hat.
And now it's time to meet Mr. Peabody. And now...
Hey, Rocky! Watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat!
Again?
Nothing up my sleeve.
nothing up my sleeve.
Presto!
Presto!
Wrong hat.
I take a 7.5.
So there you go. Just, it's not perfect, but, it's an impression. It's my spin on a character. It almost reminds me of Chuckles the Clown. My entire lower half is a spring. Alright, spin it again. I already did that one too. So just repeats, you know. But it's good to give you direction in terms of, you know, here's what to expect. So, Daffy Duck from Looney Tunes. It's not that complicated. Just remember to really spit into the microphone when you get the chance. And it doesn't even take S's. You know, like with your C's. With your C's, you can definitely use the lisp there too. But like P's, so like you would think if I'm only using the P, that the P doesn't really have much of a lisp sound. But like if you talk about P's, like the S's is a given. So if you could just find some tongue twisters, like twist is a good one. But just make sure to really put your tongue out of your mouth when you're talking. I think that helps. I'm not sure. Alright. Well now, I wish I had some suspenders for this one, yeah, cause, son-in-law really do need to do some pacing if they want to, sell the character. But, I'm just now realizing I gotta brush my teeth and, rinse out my cup that I have my smoothie in. So I do declare, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the stream here, but this has been a first. I've never done nothing like this before, you know, so I like to think that just by doing it, it has been a success of sorts. So hopefully it'll pick up a bit. We can keep adding on we can keep adding on here to these lists of impressions and accents and whatnot, cause that's how the list grew. I just, someone was like, hey, can you try that? Or I listen to it and I replicate it and I think to myself, oh, how about that? You know, so my impression of a son-in-law, I like to think that, you know, anybody can talk with a southern drawl, but, you know, to really put a character in there, you know, we take a stereotype and we try to not make it into a stereotype by just, you know, telling you how it is, like suspenders. We think that's stereotype in and of itself too. So I'm correcting my own behavior, you know, but they are merely a prop to accentuate. But anyway, it has been lovely. And I will see y'all on the next stream, whether that's Project Zomboid, or whether that's this again, or something in particular. Something different.